Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. You may recall a while back I had a spate of painting Games Workshop Lord of the Rings figures, and I showed you the Gandalfs and the Saurons, the Pippin and Merrys and Frodo and Sams that I'd produced, but I don't think I ever showed you the Gimlis. So I've got 6 figures of Gimli altogether. There are others that I need to get to add to my collection. Or at least I have unpainted that I need to paint at some stage. And this is the first one that was released back in November 2001, so 20 years ago nearly. And this one's from the Fellowship of the Ring box set. This was produced in white metal. I quite like this one. As you can see, this is Gimli obviously before he received the cloak from Lothlorien, so he's not wearing that. Really nice detail on this particular miniature. So the next miniature is another metal one, and it was produced in November 2002, and this Gimli is from the Heroes of Helm's Deep box set. As you can see, he's wearing the cloak now because obviously they've left Lothlorien and made their way to Helm's Deep eventually. So being metal, again detail just really nice on these. The cleanup on them can be a bit of a pain in the neck, but nevertheless still a really nice figure to paint. So this one is from the Heroes of the West box set from November 2003. So we've had Gimli's produced in 2001, 2002 and 2003. This is another metal one, really nice pose, and just a real joy to paint this one up as well. Because I was doing them all together, I was able to keep the colours practically identical because I knew which colours I wanted to use for each part of the figure. So yeah, another nice one to paint up. So this figure is from October 2005, and it's from the Breaking of the Fellowship box set. Now the other figures in the box set included Gandalf, so I can only assume that this was like about the Mines of Moria, that kind of period in Lord of the Rings, because obviously if it was later when Frodo goes off with Sam to Mordor, and Merry and Pippin are taken by the Uruk-hai, then Gandalf wasn't present. So yeah, this must have been around about going through the Mines of Moria. This is the last of the metal Gimlis that I've got at present. The other 2 are different materials, so nicely detailed again, and another really nice figure to paint. So this one's the only plastic Gimli, and as you can see he's not wearing the cloak. So this I think originally was produced for the Mines of Moria box set, which you got some scenery, you had the Fellowship of the Ring, and then you had some goblins I think included. This is possibly the worst Gimli figure. His proportions are all wrong, he looks far too thin. And I think the handles on his axes are too long as well. But because I wanted to collect the figures, I had to have him, and I am glad that I've got him in the collection, and he's painted up not too bad. I don't think the detail's quite there that you had on the metal miniatures. Okay guys, so the final figure, and this one's from the Three Hunters, which was produced in 2008. Now this again was produced in resin, which is what this one is. So this is actually I think from 2017. The 2008 one was a metal figure, I believe. So this is a resin one. Again, the detail I think is there. The cleanup is easier on the resin than it is on the metal and certainly the plastic. Not a bad figure to paint up, certainly some nice detail in there, and one that I'm happy to have painted up and have in my collection. So there you go guys, there are all the Gimlis put on the magic roundabout, going round and round. As I say, there are other Gimli figures, iterations of Gimli that I need to collect. I know I've got one where he sat on an urukai that's got Gimli's axe buried in his head, which was, if you recall, there's a scene of that at Helm's Deep, where him and Legolas are discussing how many bad guys they've killed. There is another one, I think it's called Heroes of Helm's Deep, sorry, which was produced a while back, and he's basically leaning on his axe. I think I may have that one. I'm not too sure about it. Oh, there's Gimli on horseback as well, where he's riding behind Legolas. There's that one. So yeah, I've got at least 3 others to buy, to try and find and then paint up. So I hope you enjoyed this, something a bit different. I know I'm trying to paint up the Banshees at the moment from Games Workshop, but I've been doing a lot of model videos lately, so I thought I would show you some figures from Games Workshop for a change. I hope your week is going well guys. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.